Today is May 27th. May 27th. Hello. Hello, Erica. How are you? Just okay. Darn it. Getting all my tabs open, ready for a session. Have you moved out of your place yet? I'm kind of curious. I know you said you were ready to move out. Sunday, hopefully. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm excited for you. That'll be really fun. All right. If you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and you'll be able to enter to win. To open a new one. Is it like super close by or down the street, or like is it halfway across town? I'm so ready, almost done packing. Yay! I love that. I love that. But I hate packing. I hate packing so bad. It's like the worst thing in the world. The reason why I say that is because I have personally moved like 15 or 16 times. Oh yeah, that's right. 20 minutes down the road is what you said. How exciting. Is it a nicer place? Is it in a better neighborhood? I'm kind of curious. Hello, Intuitive Tisha. Taisha? I don't know how do you pronounce that. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts. I really appreciate it. Okay, so we are going to get started. I'm just going to talk for a second, kind of let people know, like, Tisha. Okay, awesome. I love that. It's away from family, but I don't know if it's better after some things that happen. That's like, no, that's like the worst feeling. It's like, maybe I need to change my mind. Anyways. All right, let me introduce myself. Hello, my name is Kirsten Morley, your certified emotion code, body code, and belief code practitioner. Today, we are going to be doing emotion code here on live. You're probably asking, what is emotion code? I will get to that. Thank you. But don't forget to follow me here on TikTok, Instagram, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way I can keep doing these sessions for free. Yes, definitely follow me on YouTube. And it would be super, super helpful if you could just like tap on the screen, send some likes, or push all the buttons, like, comment, share. You could even do share, copy, link. That also helps. That way if you're like, I don't have anybody to send it to, you can just subscribe, whatever. Yeah. So yeah, and then I would love if you have already had a session done by me. Okay. If you've already had a session done by me, I would love if you could make a video or write a review, and don't forget to tag me in the video. That way I can share it as well, because sometimes your experience can help others like in their healing process. I didn't even read it. Let's see. Okay, so what is the emotion code? So the emotion code is an energy healing technique that helps you to identify and literally release negative trapped emotional energies from negative past events. So these trapped emotions, which are harmful emotional energies from negative past events that are literally just trapped in your body, if that makes any sense. So trapped emotions, I personally believe, can cause depression, anxiety, addictions. They can also block you from feeling love and happiness and make you feel kind of disconnected from others. And because these trapped emotions are made up of energy, just like the rest of the body, they can exert an influence on the physical tissue. So it can cause like headaches, back pain, lower back pain, pinky pain, gut issues, knee pain, pretty much any type of physical discomfort that, all of that fun stuff, you know. And then it can also exert an influence on the rest of the body as well. So this could be physical, mental, emotional, spiritual pain or discomfort. And releasing these trapped emotions makes it easier for your body to heal itself, because your body was really made to heal itself. But when these emotions and these experiences get in the way, it prevents you from actually healing yourself. And again, not just physical, but mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, like it gets in the way of so many different things. So once you release the trapped emotions, the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual issues either go away completely or they become a lot more manageable. So that's the gist of the emotion code. Again, it was developed by Dr. Bradley Nelson. You can go read the book if you want to, or there's a video you can watch if you want a little bit in depth. It is linked on my website, and you're welcome to go check that out if you want to. And the one thing I do like to talk about is the heart wall. If you have any of these 10 symptoms, then you probably have a heart wall. Anxiety, depression, PTSD, low energy, fatigue, major health issues, foggy mission in life, relationship issues, and then giving and receiving love. So and abundance and wealth issues. So if you have any of those 10 symptoms, then you probably have a heart wall. And by releasing the heart wall, it's kind of like when you go through trauma or abuse or like just really hard experiences, you know, sometimes it's everyday life, because that's how traumatic life can be sometimes. But your body has this self-defense mechanism to protect your heart. So as you go through life events, it's basically your body or your energy body scooping up these emotions, placing layers over your heart, creating this wall. And once, like, emotion after emotion after emotion, your body just creates this wall, and it makes it harder to love people, give and receive love. You feel a lot less happy. It's very, very awful. Like it's just not fun. So what I do is I identify and release each trapped emotion. And then once the heart wall is gone, then those 10 typical symptoms either become a lot more manageable, or they become a lot more, or like it just goes away completely. It's different for everybody, but definitely just release it. For me, it literally felt like coming out of a bomb shelter and seeing the world for the first time, or just like in a new way, because it literally felt like I was trapped in my own body. I was very anxious, very depressed, and it was not fun. And so by releasing the heart wall, I literally felt like I could look at my kids and my husband and be like, oh my gosh, I really do love you. Like, and I know that you love me too. It was just this equal exchange of love and energy, and it was just very beautiful. So yeah, that's what the heart wall is. Definitely recommend releasing it because it is life-changing. It literally saved my life, it saved my marriage, and there's a lot more I can talk about it. But again, we're doing emotion code, releasing negative trapped emotional energies from your body. If you'd like to enter to win, I will be doing like a good handful of people tonight, 100% free. Just click on the link in my bio, click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and we will pick people at random. So thank you for the follow. I really, really, really appreciate it. If you could follow me here on TikTok, Instagram, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, that would be amazing. Any questions? Any questions? Today is going to be a good live, and I'm here. I feel like my intention here today is just to heal, help people heal. Definitely probably will fall asleep in your chat. That's okay. That's okay. Go ahead, fall asleep. We all need some sleep, right? It's so funny. I actually went to bed. What was it? I drank some like sleepy time tea or whatever it was. And I was like falling asleep on the couch. And I was like, dang it, I want to watch this, but I'm tired. So I was like, oh, my body's trying to tell me that I need to go to bed. I need to go to sleep. So, yay! Okay, so again, if you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and we will get started. It was on Sunday. I accidentally shared the rest of those videos to my other platforms a day late because I was like, oh shoot. But I wanted to share them because I loved the 23 switching to 32. I've been dreaming about doing that for like over a year because I loved it so much. I was like, I'm doing that on my 32nd birthday. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I was like, I can't skip this. And then I had like a super emotional day on Sunday, and it was brutal. Good. It made me laugh. I love that so much. Yeah. Hi, thank you. I'm so good. You know what's so funny? Like going live enough, I feel like I have to double check names because people put like stupid names on their names, like Harry, and then they say balls for the last name, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the hearts. You guys were already at 2,000. Yeah. I know it would be the same number next year. I would be older if I would switch. There was a sound for that, and I was like, I'm totally doing that. I know, it's totally annoying. I love that. Okay. Going once. Last time to get in. Just kidding. You can get in later too, but going once, going twice. Thank you. It's like straight and like kind of wavy in the back. I just washed it and it like air dried. But I appreciate it. Thank you for following. Okay, Stephanie, if you are here, let's do a session for you. Bum, bum, bum. Mama needs more. I love that. Mama needs more. I think that's you. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. OMG. I love it. Let's do it. Yes, that's you. Okay, so let me just grab. Yes, that's you. Okay, so let me just grab 3. Oops. That's okay. Let's get to it. What issue are we working on? I got rid of my emotions. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Let's do, like, you're dissociating, you got rid of your emotions, or like you actually released them from your body. How about some tunes? Please tell me what song we can do. That'd be amazing. Can you do money blocks or overthinking? So typically during these sessions, I said them away. Typically during these sessions, I like to do something that's measurable. So like overthinking, like, do you feel like you can feel the overthinking now in this moment? Or do you feel like something that you feel in right now? And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that? 1 being the lowest and then 10 being the most severe. If you want to do money blocks during like a private session, we can totally do that. It's actually one of my favorite things to work on because there's a lot of things that we can, there's just a lot of things that we can get into with that. So money blocks, probably. So overthinking, are you overthinking now? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that overthinking in this moment? 10 being like the worst and then 0 being none at all. Being none at all. I feel anxiety because of the overthinking. Okay, so we can work on anxiety if you want to. Or which one do you feel like is more annoying? It's a 7. Okay. The overthinking. Okay, let me sit with this for a second. We'll have a quick moment of silence and we'll get to it. 7. Okay, 7.5. That would make sense. All right, let's ask, what is the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this anxiety? Okay, which one would be better? Anxiety? Let's do the overthinking. Because I feel like it's like Why can I not find words for that? There's something there. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second. I can't find the words either. That's probably why. That's probably why. You know what? Let's just roll with it. Let's just roll with the overthinking and see what that does. Let's ask, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this overthinking? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shame. We need to know more. When did this pretend to 9, 8, 7, age 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this overthinking? Maybe even 2, 4. Guilt. When did this pretend to 9, 8, 7, age 7? We need to know more. Okay. That's why. Okay, so it's a lot of stuff like from childhood. And okay, this is going to be a weird analogy, but sometimes it's like that feeling of like a child running and hiding, if that makes any sense. Let's ask, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this overthinking? Maybe even 5. Terror. When did this pretend 20 age 20? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Ooh. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this overthinking? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shock. When did this pretend to 9, 8, age 8? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this overthinking? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When did this pretend to 9, 8, 7, age 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Whew. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this overthinking? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When did this pretend age 10? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this overthinking? Maybe even 2. Failure. When did this pretend to 9, 8, age 8? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this overthinking? Maybe even 2, 4. Bitterness. When did this pretend to 9, 8, 7, age 7? Let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this overthinking? Maybe even 2. Failure. When did this pretend to 9, 8, 7, age 7? Let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this overthinking? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shame. When did this pretend to 9, 8, 7, age 7? Let's go ahead and release that. Whew. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this overthinking? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shame. When did this maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shame. When did this pretend to 9, 8, age 8? Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion? All right, Stephanie, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Take a really big deep breath. Awesome. How do you rate that overthinking? Stephanie, are you still here? Just want to make sure. What? Oh my gosh. We'll do like a 1.5, 1.5. So from a 7.5 to like a 1.5. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That is seriously incredible. Oh my gosh, I'm seriously so happy for you. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. It's so, oh my gosh, this is literally why I love the emotion code. All we do is we literally just release trapped emotional energies from your body and you feel better physically, mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually. So that's it. You're so welcome. It was a pleasure to work with you today. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your healing journey. This is like my life. Like this is what I do. This is just, I love it. All right, so let's do another session. Again, if you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and we will get started. Beep, beep. By the way, if you would make a video, I would absolutely love it. That way I can duet it and show other people as well. Because I know there's a lot of people who are afraid to try the emotion code. I don't know why. It is kind of scary, but I would love it if you would make a video of like your experience. And then especially if there's any emotions that like you like resonate with, that would be amazing. Yay! I haven't charged this for a long time. We should charge it. Oh, perfect. Oh, I can't. Never mind. Oh well. I can hear. I wish I had a screen recorded. Wish I had screen recorded it. I'm really bad at it right now, but I actually have, I record it and I post it onto YouTube. So obviously you're the first one on here today. So it should be like the first session that we do today. Plus, I write down all of the emotions because I'm weird like that. So, because it actually helps me like, hey, like if you ever schedule an additional session with me, then I'll be like, actually, I have the session. So I will be posting it onto YouTube if you're okay with that. Yay! Okay. Let's get to it. Again, if you'd like to enter, I wrote that down too. Perfect. If you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway. So the first introductory session is $39. And during that session, it's more of like me getting to know you, you talking about some of the things that you're dealing with. And then we do a mini session just like we did today. And then we go over prices, packages, you know, based on your needs, because there are some people who are like, oh my gosh, I only needed 1 or 2 sessions and I'm good. Thank you so much. And then there's other people who are like 6, 12, 24, 40 sessions, just because their trauma is so deep. Like they're so resistant to like all of it. So yeah. Hi, Gabby. How are you? Again, if you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway. Makes sense. Yes. Yes. And again, I'll go over prices and packages based on your needs. So if I'm like, yeah, you only need like probably a couple sessions, unless you're like super like down for like a whole crazy transformation, then yeah, it just depends on the person. So you actually know me, but it's been way too long since we spoke. Gabby, don't be good. Listen, I know a lot of people. I think, let me hurry and look at your, okay, yes. I was like, I recognize her username, Living Life Lighter. Yeah, I vaguely remember you. It's funny, there are some people that I remember and then there's other like faces and name, like it all matches. And then there's other times people where I only remember like your situation or like what we released or just like random little facts. Like I've had a 911 dispatcher. Like she told me that and I was like, oh geez Louise, I can only imagine like the stuff that you've heard over the phone. Like, ooh. Anyways, I understand that. Let's see. You helped me during the pandemic and I ended up getting certified in the, oh, you did? 3 sessions. Wait a second. Maybe I'm thinking of different Gabby. It's really funny because I work with a lot of people with very similar names, and sometimes if I don't have like a name and a situation put together and a face, it's weird. It's weird. So the big 32, huh? Yep. 23, you mean. I'm 23. Just kidding. I know once you make the connection, yeah, I'm sure it'll make sense. It's funny because I actually remember doing a whole session for this person. I don't remember his name, but I remember like his situation. I released like in one session, I released a whole bunch of, broadcast messages. And he was like, this narcissistic guy is like always up in my business. He is so mean to me at work. Like I've been there for 4.5 years and he will not get off my back and he will not leave me alone. He is so awful to me. Like, he's like, I'm literally the scapegoat in like that portion of like the company, in that group of the company or whatever he does for work. I can't even remember. But I do remember we did a whole session of broadcast messages, because broadcast messages are basically like vibes that you put off towards other people and then they unintentionally treat you that way. Anyways, so we released a whole bunch of those in one session, and I want to say like the next day or two, he was like, you won't believe what happened. He was nice to me today for the first time in 4.5 years. And I was like, he said he said, like, okay, what do you want? Like, what do you want from me? Why are you being so nice to me? Like, it was the strangest thing I have ever seen. But, like, I'm not surprised at all, if that makes any sense. So, yeah. I'm totally, it was the coolest thing, but. All right, let's see. All right, moving. Yes, please. I would love that. I would love that. If you're the right person that I'm thinking of, I think I remember you. If you're the right person. I have worked with like 2 or 3 other Gabbies, so yeah. Anyways, all right, let's move on. Let's do another session here. Again, if you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway. Just got a little bit. Yeah, so we are just releasing negative trapped emotional energies from your body that like cause physical, mental, emotional, spiritual pain or discomfort. And by releasing those trapped emotions, it helps relieve some of that, the tension, the pain, discomfort, emotional, mental issues. So, if you're feeling sad, if you have a lot of grief, we release those as well. Most of the time I'm able to like lower anxiety, depression, just like random things like that. So it just depends on, what your issue is. Like just our last session, we did overthinking and she went from like a 7.5 to a 1.5, which is like huge. That's a huge difference. Yeah, it works. Really though, like I'm doing this because it literally saved my life. There are so many, like I went from like one of the most anxious, depressed people. I wouldn't admit it, but like going back at it, yeah, it saved your life too. Oh my gosh. It literally like took my life from like super anxious, super depressed. I was also postpartum. So like that like made things even worse. And I was just literally going through it. I would numb out to Netflix and yell at my kids if they were too loud. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. I can vouch for Kirsten. I've worked with her for years and she's always part of my story. Oh my gosh, thank you. Okay, now I really need to go look at that message and like connect the dots because girl, I love that. I love that. Okay, so Melissa, what are we working on today? We can do headaches, back pain, lower back pain, gut issues. We can go for anxiety, depression. Now, once you remember, it makes sense. Wait a second. You were in like the stuff with Todd and Emmanuel, were you? Because that was quite the show, the shit show. It was quite the show. I'm gonna laugh so hard if you say yes. Okay, good. I'm so glad because that was... Don't get me wrong, there were a lot of people that I met there and I'm really grateful for that, but holy... Anyways, I'm not gonna go there. Okay, Melissa, are you still here? Did she even comment? I don't know if she did. She didn't. I love it when people come here and then they sign up and then they get it and they don't show up. I don't know why that is, but okay, so oh, Sassy. Yes. No, you're right. Okay, I was thinking your username was different. I'm so sorry. Let's... Oh, you're a coach. Oh, you do human design? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. I'm a manifesting generator. What are you? I'm so excited to know. My husband is a reflector. And I have two... You're a projector. I have 2 projector kids and 2 generator kids as well. So 2 of each of those. You're a manifesting generator too? How exciting. Okay. You're a generator? Oh my gosh, I love that. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, if you know what yours is, please tell me, because it's really fun to know what other people are. And I learned I have a generator kit and a manifesting generator kit too. Whoa, you're busy. Busy. Okay, let's do that session for you. What are we working on with you? We can do, again, physical. We can do mental, emotional, anything you want. Anything you want. Human design. Oh my gosh. It's like taking astrology with, I don't even know what else. I think, so my sister-in-law, Keisha, she does human design and a whole bunch of other modalities and stuff. But she does human design, and she is also a reflector, which is really cool because it's like 1% of like the population. But human design it's kind of like using astrology and something else, and it tells you like your charts and stuff. So, especially when doing brain spotting with emotions. I've heard of brain spotting. I just haven't tried it yet. I've wanted to, but I just haven't yet. I'll have to get more into it. I follow this therapist that does brain spotting, and she's kind of explained it, but like not really. So it's something that I really want to kind of get into. So I'm not really sure. Is it showing my comment about the pain? No. That's why I'm like, we'll just wait. Yeah, I've only heard her talk a little bit that she does it, but I don't even know what it is. I know it has to do with like helping you deal with emotions. Brain spotting is a type of psychotherapy that uses eye movement to help people process trauma and other psychological issues. Oh, it's like EMDR. So rib cage under my heart to the left side. Oh, are we like, is it like breast pain or like chest pain? I think he wasn't saying because of the spot I was seeing under a body part on the left side. Hi, Alondra. Sounds like tapping. Yeah, brain spotting sounds a lot like EMDR, where you help it like, brain spotting is flexible. Yeah, something like that. I can't remember exactly how they do it, but it's most therapists, or not most, there's a lot of therapists that use it to help like process trauma. Yes, I did that in therapy years ago. You stare at this spot while you think and have music in your ears. Okay, so it's a different type of like EMDR then. Interesting. Okay, so Sassy Pants, Melissa, okay, so you said, so rib cage under your heart to the left side. So is it, and then what's the pain level? I think you were saying because of the spot. On the left side. Okay. It's not chest, it's under the left breast. Okay. Pain under the left breast. Okay, let's do it. Quick moment of silence and we'll get to it. Wait, so it's not, so it's like like down here in like your abdomen, or is it like above the rib cage? like under your rib, a little bit up. So like, is it more surface level or is it deeper tissue, like in your abdomen? Right under the body part, deeper tissue, I think. Okay. Oh my gosh, hold on. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Let's do it. So pain under the left body part. And it's a 7, you said. Okay, let's do it. Quick moment of silence. All right, connect this proxy for you. Sorry, I'm like trying to figure out like the exact spot, but you know what? We're just gonna do pain under the left body part. You know what I'm talking about, and we'll just kind of go from there and see what happens. Okay, so what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this pain? 3, confusion. When did this pretend to 987 age 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this pain under the left? Yes. 3, confusion. When did this pretend to 98 age 8? Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Gabby, I just got your text. What's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this pain under this area? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Pride. When did this pretend to 98 age 8? Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this pain under in that area? Maybe even 2, 4. Depression. When did this pretend age 10? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this pain? Yes, maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shock. When did this pretend to 987 age 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this pain? 1, 2, 4. Panic. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this pain in that area? May even 2, 4. Anger. When did this pretend 2029 to 1817 age 17? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this pain? Heartache. Do we need to know, when did this pretend to 987 age 7? Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this pain? All right, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Take some really big deep breaths. Hi, Ryan. Give me a little shimmy. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that pain in that area? scale of 1 to 10. Thank you so much for the hearts, you guys. Oh, what? How exciting. From a 7 to a 3. What? Oh my gosh. That's amazing. I'm seriously so happy for you. Thank you for letting me be a part of your healing journey. Yay. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Let's see. From a 7 to a 3. That's impressive. Very, very, very impressive. Yay. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Now I feel like I need to figure out what happened when I was 7. So 7 is actually a very common age. So 7 is developmentally, we become a little bit more empathetic towards like things in your life, people, animals, like all the things. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of the emotions from age 7 are not actually yours. Maybe they're from a family member or a friend, anybody. So let's see. Again, if you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and we will do some more sessions. I'll probably be done in about 30 minutes. So if we could just like jam pack a whole bunch of sessions, that would be amazing. That would be incredible. Incredible. I just tried to enter. Perfect, I got you. Awesome. Again, if you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and you'll be able to enter to win. Click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and you'll be able to enter to win. Da, da, da. It was so silly that my comment wasn't being seen, though, if I named the body. You know, it's silly, but that's just kind of how, like, that's just how TikTok is, because they're trying to do people a favor, and it's for the community safety, I guess, right? There's actually, I actually got flagged for saying things like plant medicines and something else. I can't even remember. But it was stupid. It was so stupid. Yeah, I know. We're just talking about certain body parts that... it's okay. It's fine. All right, let's pick a new person. We might just do both of you guys, but... Community safety. That's so funny. Okay, Lily, let's do a session for you. And then next up will be Ellen. We might as well just try and get everybody. Why not? Why freaking not? Let's see. So interesting. Dun, 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 dun. Yay, Lily! There you are. Okay, so what are we working on with you? We can do pretty much anything. I just prefer that it's measurable, if that's okay. Measurable. It's really neat. I'm going to have to go back to your website and check it out. Yes, 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 yes. If you want, we can do, you're welcome to schedule a session for like the end of the week if you feel like you need more, or, you know, we can chat more about some of the stuff that we released. So, yay. I'm not sure your practice is unique. What do you feel called to? I typically like to go whatever's manifesting in your body the most, if you want to call it that. So like if you have any physical pain or discomfort, if you have any like I don't really know exactly. It just depends on like what you are kind of looking for. So like pain, like that's physical, mental, emotional, or if you're like feeling super anxious or feeling super sad, angry, a specific emotion. I'm having a pretty intense anxiety lately. Feeling right now. Yes, 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 yes. So, Lily, 21 to do anxiety. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate anxiety? 10 being the worst and then 0 being none at all. Da, 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 da. Ten being the worst and then 0 being none at all. I think I'm constant level about 4 or 5, bad days 8 or 9. Okay, what are you feeling in this moment right now? So, like, if you were to just like kind of sit with yourself for a second, what are you feeling in this moment? Definitely shaky, probably a 5. Okay, let's have a quick moment of silence. We'll get to it. All right, connect this proxy for you. Yes, what's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this anxiety? Maybe even 3. Confusion. When did this occur? The age of 10, 20, 29 to 18, 17, age 17. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this anxiety? 3, crying. We need to know more. When did this 10, 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this anxiety? 5, terror. When did this occur? There's 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, age 4. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shock. When did this 10 to 9, 8, age 8? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this anxiety? Maybe even 1. Heartache. When did this 10 to 9, 8, 7, age 7? We need to know more. Okay, Let's go ahead and release that. Ooh, okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release? All that has to do with this anxiety. Maybe even out of 1. Heartache. When did this pretend to 9876 age 6? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this anxiety? 2, failure. When did this pretend to 987 age 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Whew. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this anxiety? 1, insecurity. When did this pretend to 987 age 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this anxiety? 2, failure. When did this pretend age 10? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Hi, Autumn. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this anxiety? Okay, Lily, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it. Get it, get it. And then go ahead and take a really big deep breath. Thank you, Becca. That's so nice of you. All right, Lily, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that anxiety? 10 being the worst and then 0 being none at all. Hi, Paige. Hi, Des. How much is it? I have a lot going on. This done. On wood, this done. So I am currently doing sessions here for free. Just enter to win. But if you do want to go more in depth and be one-on-one, then I do have an introductory session. You're welcome to go schedule. That is currently $39 right now. So it gives you a chance to like try it out and all the things. One, it was crazy. My hip started twitching. Isn't that where trauma is stored? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. From a 5 to a 1. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. And yes, trauma is stored everywhere in the body, but that is very, it is known as one of the most common places that things are stored. I know, Lily, that's amazing. Yay! Everybody celebrate. Sending good vibes. I love it. I'm so happy for you. What you're doing now is, yes, during these sessions, during like this live, it's completely free. All you have to do is just go enter to win. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's do Ellen next. Boom, boom, boom. I think you're still here. Is that correct? Thank you. That was incredible. How did you get into your practice? So how do we enter? I missed that. Click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway and you'll be entered to win. And then again, these sessions here today are free. The only thing that I ask that you do is follow me here on TikTok, on Instagram, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then just like push all the buttons, you know, like, comment, share, share, copy link, all the things. That way I'm able to get in front of more people. So I'm trying to get him an email. I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. So how did I get into my practice? So I was dealing with some crazy anxiety, depression. Actually, originally, me getting into emotion code, body code, I was having issues with my pregnancy. I also had issues with that baby. Like, he was like the worst colicky baby, and I was just at my wit's end. But originally for me, I used it for like anxiety, depression, postpartum stuff, and it literally changed my life. Like, I believe it saved my life because I was literally at my wit's end. And like, not just with my family, but with myself. And there were a lot of things that were just crazy happening, and I had gone to therapy and it wasn't helping. In fact, it was making it worse. And so I tried emotion code, and I had more emotional relief from the emotion code in 2 sessions than I did 6 months of therapy. And it was literally life-changing. Like, I wish I could go back and have like found this way earlier, because there were so many times in my life that like I don't even know how to describe how much it's helped me. Like, I feel like my life is a complete 180 from what it used to be. So I don't know if it went through. Let me hear and look. It went through. Yep. All right. So, Ellen, what are we working with? What are we doing for you today? Ellen is 29. What issue are we working on today? Man, I don't know. I was thinking a sacral chakra. So I typically like to work on symptoms. So if you sacral chakra, we can technically work on like relationships, but it's not as measurable. So does tarot reading and is amazing. Really? Let's see. I would love to try learning. Your story is so similar to mine. I want to avoid meds if I can. Yeah, listen, I took medication for ADHD for like 8 years, and it like messed me up. Like, I feel like it permanently messed up my like sleeping cycle, and I'm still like, it's not perfect. It is a lot better than what it used to be. Occasionally I stay up till like 4 o'clock in the morning just because I have way too much on my mind, but like crazy stuff. Let's see. Oh yeah. Relationship to self. Let's see. So I don't know. Symptom which would relate. It depends. So I typically like to go for physical pain or something that's like mental or emotional. So if you're feeling a specific emotion, or if you're feeling like betrayal, or like what's happening in your relationship, I'm kind of curious. Let's see. What resources would you recommend? Emotion, maybe insecurity. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, we can do that. Insecurity. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how insecure is that? Like physical insecurity, or like emotional insecurity, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual insecurity? So what resources would you recommend? So if you want to learn the emotion code, you can actually technically learn by the book. So let me hurry and grab that. Ooh. Oh, that's the wrong one. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. I was looking at the wrong book. Okay, let's see. So, oh, it's backwards. I'm sorry. But the emotion code, this is actually linked in my bio. It's just linked to Amazon just because it's easy. So click on the link in my bio and click the emotion code book. So if you read the book, it'll teach you all of the basics of what I do. Plus it'll teach you how to release your own heart wall and just other trapped emotions. This is how I originally learned how to do the emotion code book, or learn how to do the emotion code, and eventually kind of self-taught with like the body code. And obviously I'm certified in the emotion code, body code, and belief code, so definitely good place to start. Trust and secure, that won't mess up like perfectionism. Interesting. So insecurity, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the insecurity? Emotional, maybe insecurity. Because I'm trying to think. Don't go anywhere. One message above, yeah, 8. Yeah, emotional insecurity. So like the emotion itself of insecurity. Let's do it. So you feel that right now then? Okay, a quick moment of silence. Okay, let's do it. I'm so excited for you. Okay, what is the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this insecurity? Can we leave it on 1, 3? Rejection. When did this pretend to 9, 8, 7, age 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Yay! I'm so happy for you, Alicia. Okay, what's the biggest emotion for Lisa that has to do with this insecurity? 3, confusion. When did this pretend 2029 to 18, age 18? Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this insecurity? Effort unreceived. When did this pretend to 9, 8, age 8? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this insecurity? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shock. When did this pretend to 9, 8, 7, 6, age 6? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this insecurity? Even 2, failure. When did this pretend 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this insecurity? 5, fear. When did this pretend to 9, 8, 7, age 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release on that's causing this insecurity? Maybe even 1, heartache. When did this pretend to 9, 8, 7, age 7? Let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this insecurity? 3, self-abuse. Self-abuse is like being really hard on yourself. When did this pretend to 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, age 5? Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this insecurity? Maybe even 2, failure. When did this pretend to 9, 8, 7, age 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this insecurity? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shock. When did this 10, 20, 29, 18, age 18? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release on that's causing this insecurity? Maybe even to 4. Depression. We need to know more. When did you start last doing this? I missed you. Hi. I don't know what you mean by that. Let's go ahead and release that. Ooh. Oh, good question. I didn't even find out. When did this first 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, age 4? Did we release that? Yes. Okay. Doing the lives. I usually, it's been a minute since I've done lives, but I went live last week. What's the biggest emotion we can release now? Okay, go ahead and, Ellen, stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Take some really big deep breaths. Awesome. How do you feel? Scale of this is wild. Awesome. Man, lighter in a wild way. Yay. You're so welcome. Everybody give her a round of applause. Yay. So on a scale, I'm curious, 10 being the worst and 0 being none at all. How do you rate that insecurity feeling? I'm at like a 2, but maybe only out of habit feels. Oh my gosh. Sorry, my nose really itches. Yay! 2. That's incredible. From an 8 to a 2. Ah! I love that. Yes. Okay, let's do one more session and then I'm going to be done for tonight. So again, if you'd like to enter to win, just click on the, let's see. Yeah, click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway. You're so welcome. Honestly, it was a pleasure. Such a pleasure working with you. Okay, moving on. Last person. I'm so excited. Whoever gets it, it's meant to be. Des Whitaker. Have I done a session for you before? I feel like I have. Yay! We have years ago. Okay, let's see. Ellen, have you had a session before? Or not Ellen, sorry, Autumn. Autumn, have you had a session before? No. Des, would you be okay giving the session to her since she hasn't tried it before? And then if you happen to be on my next one, then I will totally do that. Perfect. Let's do it. Okay, so Autumn, what issue are we working on tonight? Autumn is 27. Autumn. Perfect. 27. What issue are we working on today? What hasn't been going on? I love that. I'm here for it. I'm here for the chaos. What issue would you like to work on? So we can work on any, like, what's your biggest issue, your most annoying issue? So we can go physical pain, so headache, back pain, lower back pain, gut issues, knee pain, any of that. We can go with like any emotion or mental. So a specific emotion. So like sadness, grief, worry. We can even go to mental. So that would be like anxiety, depression, a specific trigger. We can pretty much do anything you want. Something measurable though, something measurable. Obviously if you wanted to get into like more money blocks, then we can definitely do that. Sorry, we can do that during, I just like zoned out there. We can do that during like your paid sessions if you ever want to do that. But grief and anxiety. Okay, how about you pick one? Which issue do you feel to do that? But grief and anxiety. Okay, how about you pick one? Which issue do you feel like is more annoying or like higher on the pain scale? And anxiety. I know that they can kind of go hand in hand, but I'm curious if you can kind of separate them. Oh no! So which one would you prefer? Because we can only do one at a time. So grief or anxiety? Grief or anxiety? Just pick. Okay, let me connect and then we'll get into it. Whew. Okay, connect this proxy for you. Grief. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that grief? And is it something that's kind of like recent, or is it something that's been around for a while? It's been around. Darn it. Yeah. Okay, so on a scale, let me know how you rate that grief in this moment right now, and then we'll get started. Oh, why am I so excited for this? Not that you're like you're feeling this way, but I'm really excited to be able to like release it. 20K likes. Thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate that so much. You know what's so funny? I actually wanted to get my husband one of those like, what do you call it? It like automatically like likes, like you sit there on a live and it just like taps it. I so wanted to get that for him. But anyways, all right, so an 8, let's do it. Okay, let's ask, what's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this grief? Maybe not a 1. Betrayal. When did this 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, age 18? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Ooh. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release and that's causing this grief? Maybe even 3. Another grief. When did this 10 to 9, 8, 7, age 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release and that's causing this grief? Maybe another 1. Heartache. When did this occur? 7, 6, age 6. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release and that's causing this grief? Maybe another 1. Effort unreceived. Do we need to know when did this 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7? Let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release and that's causing this grief? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Oops. Unworthy. When did this occur? Age 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7. Let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this grief? Maybe even 2, 4. Guilt. When did this occur? Age 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release on that's causing this grief? 2, for hatred. When did this 10, 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release? Now that has to do with this grief. Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Worthless. When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, age 4? Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Thank you for the follow, Vicky. I really appreciate it. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this grief? Okay, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it, get it, get it. And then go ahead and take one more really big deep breath. Full inhale. Full exhale. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that grief? 10 being the worst and then 0 being none at all. 0, 10 being the worst and then 0 being none at all. Yay! From an 8 to a 4, we literally just cut that in half. Yay! Everybody give her a round of applause. Send her good vibes. Yay! That's amazing. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Oh, yes. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, I need to go. Thank you so much for being here. I love every single one of you. If you did not get a session, just know that you can also schedule an introductory session. The introductory session is only $39, and I do have openings on Thursday and Friday, and I don't have any openings tomorrow. Totally booked out, but you're so welcome. And during the introductory session, you will get, basically, I'm just going to ask you some questions, kind of get to, you will get, basically, I'm just going to ask you some questions, kind of get to know you a little bit. Then we'll do a little mini session, just so you get to experience it, just like we did today with each person, releasing anywhere from 10 to 15 emotions, just depending on what your body is ready for. And then we will go over prices and packages based on your needs, because everybody is going to be completely different. There are some people who are like, oh my gosh, 2 sessions and I'm good. You know, thank you so much. Peace out, home slice. And then there's other people who are like 6, 12, 24, 50 sessions. It just depends on the person. I've worked with people long-term and that works for them. And then there's other people, you know, I work with a little bit, a couple of years later, they check back in and do some more sessions then. So, but yeah, do you guys have any questions before we go? Any questions? Oh my gosh, Ryan, how the heck are you? Thank you so much, Desi. Thank you for being here. And again, if you'd like to, next time, if you're here, we'll just do a quick session for you. Tell us how to book. It's linked in my bio. So you click on my name, click on my picture, it'll pull that up, and then go to the link in my bio. It'll put my profile. It says go.lightandhealing.com, and then you'll be able to just click on the first button that's there at the top of like the link tree stuff. I hope that makes sense. Stuff. I hope that makes sense. It just says book an introductory session. Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. Okay, any other questions that you have for me? Super easy. Super easy. Oh my gosh, 222. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I sure did. I'm gonna email you. Yes, definitely do it. Email me. Okay, thank you so much, you guys. I love every single one of you, and thank you so much for allowing me to be on your healing journey. Bye.